Another Grievance newscast. It is Sunday. It is beautiful.
Welcome to the Mog House!
And welcome to Wave Clear, your MOBA newscast. I'm Setsuko.
Welcome to another episode of Debuff the Star Citizen Report.
Welcome to the second exciting episode of Azeroth Almanac. I am your host, Aggie, along with all my other fellow hosts.
Gotta do that whole fancy intro.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Grievance News! Yes! Coming straight to you from the GTGN Jacksonville studios. And with us tonight, we've got Vanquish.
What's up?
We've got Harrowing.
Hello.
And we've got Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy.
Had to bring in some throwback there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Always a good throwback.
Exactly.
Yep.
Spice up the night, have a little bit of fun. But we got some news for you, so let's go ahead and get started. And we'll hit Arcage first. Arcage Guild took down the Raid Mob 10-man Dahuda with 9 players. The screenshot was broadcast by Tryon Arcage Twitter. So if you guys are subscribed to the Arcage Twitter, check that out because we got one of our screenshots in there. They have two new contenders from Grievance in the top 10 for Server Hero System, Moose, Zithos, and of course their resident hero Nikita. It's a triple honor weekend, so everyone is enjoying their PvP rewards. The Rum Runner Festival is currently active, and they've got lots of fun riding down the Whitewater River via a rum barrel.
That sounds like fun.
Right?
I got screenshots from last year's Rum Run. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I need to do that in real life.
I currently agree.
Can you afford that kind of deal?
You don't even need much because I've seen people in the inner tubes on the river, and they just have like a cooler of beer and another raft, and then it just kind of goes around tubing down the river.
If the statement here, "Hold my beer," is ever said, it's a bad idea from the get go.
Hold my beer.
I got this. Hold my beer.
If somebody says "hold my beer," make sure to call 911.
Right.
Anyway, Guild Quests are coming on the 4th. Everyone, including Jar himself, is looking forward towards that. And they're trying to upload screenshots, but they're not working very well. And that is a note for me. So, we'll continue on to Vanquish with some Black Desert.
Yeah, I don't think they left us many notes, but I do know that they're running 2 guilds there in order to fill all the people. And both of those guilds, I'm pretty sure, are maxed out at 100 people each. They may have a couple spots open here and there, so they need to catch up with Lord Scythe to see if they can get that invite. But I'm telling you what, that is one active couple of guilds. I mean, I've peeked in there every once in a while. I've been slightly getting addicted to playing that game, and there's always events happening. They're always doing stuff as groups. They've got about 20 party channels in TeamSpeak with people all over the place. So.
Yeah, the channel's been flooded, I've noticed.
Yeah, it's insane. So if you're interested in the game, you should definitely go check it out.
Yeah, lots of players in there. Obi Wanton is from Black Desert. Hey, Thamon's in the chat room.
Woohoo!
Thamon! Didn't send us anything for Star Citizen. Just because you're not doing the show anymore doesn't mean you don't need to send anything in. Just saying.
Shame.
All right. Now I got a photo harrowing. If you want to throw up, talk about Elder Scrolls, I'll throw up the photo they sent me.
All right. Let's see. Well, for Elder Scrolls, the only thing I got here in the notes is that just a few hours ago we completed the new trial, or the raid, Maw of Lorcage. I might have just butchered that name. On normal mode for the first time. This is our only second attempt in the trial itself.
Yeah, and
I think that comes from the Thieves Guild, DLC that came out not too long ago. I think that's one of the particular raids within that. So that's relatively new stuff. So that's really awesome.
Yeah, and completing something on their second try on something new is always always boosts the ego.
Oh yeah.
How many times have we been at trial 40 and still dying? Just saying. Just saying.
Yep. Oh, just one more note on Elder Scrolls. I saw on social media this week that they've announced that they're going to be adding in the Dark Brotherhood. So if there are any Skyrim fans out there and know the Dark Brotherhood, that's going to be a really cool addition into ESO.
I may start playing this game now.
Hey. Oh, wow. Hey, we just had some kind of a follower.
All right.
That's what that noise was, everybody. I think we were all confused.
Well, whoever followed, thanks for following.
Exactly.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm lining it back up right now because apparently the image was so large on the screen and you only saw the top right corner or top left corner of the star that spun. So, but thank you for following us, whoever that person was. We appreciate it. Okay, now it's time to go on. I think I just derailed us completely.
Seems to be a habit of that. Nothing bad, you know.
Squirrel.
Sounds like somebody's been watching the show. All right, Final Fantasy XIV. Lots of new members joining and returning from other games. The next big content patch is coming in a couple weeks. The raid groups continue to fight and make progress in the Savage raids. The next letter from Producer Live will be on April 29th. They're expecting a next major patch date to be announced, and then Let's see, usually the following Tuesday or 1.5 weeks from that letter. The next major guild event is in its planning stages, so keep an eye out on the forums and everybody else in Final Fantasy XIV.
Sounds good.
Freddy Seeds needs another test size of the star. Come on, people. All right, now since we have the man himself, the one, the only Harrowing from League of Legends, he's here to tell us what the heck's going on in League of Legends, which I think I misspelled.
Right. Okay, so for what's going on in League, it's been I've been recruiting for the last few weeks. Got a good number of people. We are all using like the dynamic queue system for rank and all of our personal rank systems up. We're communicating well as a team. Just recently, the new patch came out where they revamped one of their really old champions named Tarik. His lead's very own fatherly, is what they like to call him. The dude has like one of the most beautiful hairstyles I've ever seen. And what threw me off was his voice acting. For those that follow Naruto, English voice actor of Sasuke Uchiha, his new voice is tiny. It really throws me off from watching Sasuke and then watching this feature. It's like complete opposites.
Okay. There's something with your audio there.
Okay.
Your voice is really low. I don't know. It just suddenly popped back.
Well, it's fine now, but the more he talked, the more muffled it seemed it got. But maybe that was...
Yeah. Do you have a loose cord?
Let me...
I was kind of trying to figure out how far to let it go.
Okay. Does everything sound good now?
Sounds good now.
Sounds good now.
Okay, so...
You're falling into a deep hole, I think.
I would call that marriage, but that's okay.
Well, I wasn't going to make the comparison, but, you know.
If my wife heard that, she'd smack me on camera.
Yes, she would.
Alright, so...
Little do you know she's watching.
She might be. Someone might pay for it later, but... they love to, hoard things and get us back at when we least expect it. But... Anyway.
Okay, now it's going back again.
I wonder what's going on with my stuff.
Now it's back. Are you leaning back?
Yes and no.
Well, okay, I got nothing.
Alright, maybe I'll just talk a little, just kind of space out my wording, that might help. Okay, so with the most recent patch was a rework of the champion Tarik, who was one of League's original champions. He has a lot of new abilities, some really just a bunch of visual updates. He's really cool looking. For those that follow Naruto, the English voice actor of okay, Freddy, I see you. Nice shot. For those that follow Naruto, the English voice actor of Sasuke Uchiha.
Ah, okay.
is the voice actor for Tarik, and given the natures of both Tarik and Sasuke, it kind of throws me off because he plays two very opposite characters.
Sure.
What they have coming up next is, in the next patch, they are revamping a whole mess of champions of all of the mage classes and a lot of ability power items. So that's something we're all looking forward to. A lot of stuff's going to be looking a lot OP. Maybe I should stop. Maybe everyone can hear me better.
I don't know. It's really weird.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Right, here's something I've noticed. I've noticed that if we interrupt him and start talking, it almost like it resets it.
That's what
Kind of.
Because the minute, the instant any of us say anything, he gets normal again.
we regenerate his stamina bar.
Yeah. Out of mana.
I don't know. All right.
But that's all that's coming on for League right now is just the next mage update patch.
Awesome.
All right. And of course, you're still recruiting. What is League of Legends, honestly?
Well, League of Legends follows under the MOBA genre.
Okay.
It's PvP oriented, 2 teams of 5, just overtake the other team's base to win the game.
All right. What is a MOBA?
It is a multiplayer online battle arena.
And how's that different from any other game?
Like in comparison to World of Warcraft, League has a third-person HUD. It has a giant overview. I don't have any screenshots of it for anyone who doesn't know. I'll have to get that in next time.
Like the StarCraft kind of thing with a top-down?
Actually, yeah, that's a perfect
Okay.
comparison.
All right. Okay.
So, it's really easy to play, very difficult to master.
Not interrupting you, just keeping your audio up.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're doing. I don't know what's going on with our MOBA division, but I am bringing it back up. I'm excited.
Up is good.
I got about 20 plus people in the League Club right now. I'm recruiting every night, trying to get others to join up with us.
All right. Now, remember, if everybody wants to mess with his mic, go join League of Legends. But no, I think that's exactly what's happening here, is every time he starts talking for long periods of time, if we don't interrupt him, he's dropping down a hole.
Yeah.
So
That's a pretty neat trick.
It is.
Something in my microphone itself. I'll have to check my actual settings.
How much do we want to save him? Do we want him to fall to the bottom of the... Sorry, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help
Well,
it.
since we were making marriage jokes, too bad that my wife doesn't have that problem.
I'm right at the bottom of the hole in my marriage jokes.
All right.
He still loves me.
Anyway, awesome hearing from League of Legends. We don't really hear too much from the MOBA division, so it's always exciting to hear something coming out of there. And League of Legends is a very popular game. Very popular MOBA. So,
The goal here for League is to get some ranked teams going and get us to the professional scene.
Sweet. And
It's a long shot, but we can work it.
Now, everybody here, Harrowing has been promising to stream for us. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So if you guys want to see him streaming, make sure to message him constantly that you want to see him on the stream.
If you guys want to donate some money so I can get a second monitor for this, I mean, that won't hurt either.
So eventually he'll be getting on the stream, so look forward to that, because I'd love to see some League of Legends regular play. And anything else you want to play as well. On to Neverwinter.
Neverwinter. They're having a good time in Neverwinter. They've been busy with the new module, the Maze Engine, as well as the month-long event, Portobello's campaign. The Portobello Mushroom Pizza campaign place a character in a simulated board game to do events. It is really cool to look around in these events and see the characters from D&D lore watching back at you. That's pretty cool. They have also slowly but steadily been leveling up their stronghold, and are on the last support building before they level the stronghold up again. So that's also pretty awesome. You ever played Stronghold or Neverwinter, Wendol? I thought you played this game, didn't you?
Yeah, I was playing Neverwinter for a while there. There's like a level 60 wall that you hit, and it just kind of progression like seriously slows. And that story just kind of like I squirreled.
Yeah.
But I was involved with a stronghold, and that's a rather interesting area, really, because it's a end of game level, and that's where the 4 dragons end up as well.
Yeah.
A lot of high level stuff, so
Sure.
it's a little neat area to go to. I certainly want to check out the Portobello campaign here, with the simulated board games, because I like
It's pretty
board
neat.
games.
I've been looking at it on some Facebook stuff earlier in the week. It's pretty cool looking stuff.
Oh, that's
But anyway, yeah, they're very proud of all their members and all the work that they've been putting into everything. This week they reworked the 60, the 70 zone, and are giving out some really nice boons and redoing the areas. Recruiting is starting to pick back up, and this week, and are starting to see some new faces and even some returning old members been popping back up. Remember that Neverwinter is free to play and to download, so there's no excuse.
There really isn't. If you guys haven't at least checked out the game for a few levels, you really need to, because it's, especially for anybody that's a fan of, I wouldn't say a fan of D&D, but a fan of the fantasy MMO. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
a really fun game to play. I was really excited about it, and that's what got me into it. So, awesome. I need to go check out the rework 60 to 70 zones, because like I said, that's the area I got frustrated in. So, check out and see if you got any better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like good looking.
Yeah. All right, on to Rift. They've had 2 recent officer promotions, Jason and Frackme. Jason has been with Grievance for 5 years and is super helpful to everyone.
Sorry.
Frackme. Frack you. Frack.
At least the creativity of name changes hasn't dwindled down at all.
Oh, anyway. Frackme has only been a part of Grievance for a few months, but it seems as though she has been here for years. The annual Carnival of the Ascendant is in full swing. Lots of new fun and contests. The most rewarding is a Tier 3 cloak that blows away all other cloaks in-game.
Nice.
For more details of the event, the Rift official notes are here, and I'll put the link up in the chat room for everybody who wants to check out the official Rift notes. They've seen a lot of older members returning to Rift lately, and it's been a pleasure to see them in game with them again. Rift is free to play, so if you're looking for a place to spend some time with friendly folks, please hop in and join them. If you've played with them in the past and want to see what's changed firsthand, go ahead and log back in and join them. They are active, and not only among ourselves, but also with the Rift community as a whole, which I can attest to because I hadn't gotten any Rift news for, I want to say, 2 years, and then over the last month I've been starting getting notes again, and it's really exciting. So I'm glad to see some life coming back to Rift. Via Star Citizen, Thaman just put it up in the notes. They just had a new shift release. We're not really sure how much about it, but I'm sure Thaman will put together something for us probably by next episode to give us a rundown on what it is that they just released.
Well, the cool thing that I noticed about it, it's like a prospecting ship. It looks really cool. I mean, just the image of it sitting there, and it's got a little laser coming out of the front of it. It's pretty neat looking.
Does it look like a shark with a laser beam on its head?
No, but
So it's not that cool. No, I'm kidding here.
Disappointed.
the laser beams come out and melt through the rocks.
No, that
I'm a fire in my laser.
I think I actually did see it in going through Facebook the other day, and it did look like a neat ship. I didn't even read all the way through the notes on it at all at that time. Just kind of running through busy. But was it something that they covered, or maybe it's just because the mining thing is why I thought about that. Anyway, Thaman says it's a MISC Prospector single pilot mining ship. It looks like a small freelancer. There's the cat.
Oh, yeah.
All right, on to WoW Alliance. Harrowing.
All right. Well, for a while, and I'm excited about this too. Legion release date is August 30th. It's in about 4 months' time. There's going to be a lot of class changes, spec changes, and tons of changes just overall that will make Legion a
Not enough. There we go.
Lots of new ideas that Blizzard is going forward with. If you haven't already, please take the time to check out Legion on the WoW website and the Alliance forums. With Legion, about 4 months out, we're trying to keep everyone still engaged with doing some fun activities.
Squirrel.
Yay!
I waited. I sensed it coming.
Yep, it was coming.
Thanks to Troyson for this one with rallying the troops and pushing us to get some achievements done. Thanks there, little buddy.
Yay!
Yay.
On a more positive note, I think we've done a fantastic job this tier. My expectations were certainly exceeded. I honestly thought this would be another Blackrock Foundry where we were 2 to 3 bosses shy of playing heroic.
Falling down a hole.
I'm getting a sense of how much time I have before my mic decides to die on me.
Alright.
We set and met our goal of clearing Heroic Hellfire Citadel, and we can carry through content. Now, I've personally cleared Heroic Hellfire Citadel when I played WoW before, and I was like, such a pain. The final boss Archimon, like, every person in the raid group has their own specific job, and if anyone fails, the whole group will fall. So I can attest to that.
Yeah.
And there's my cat in the background again.
No, I've been watching him kind of go back and forth.
He's a cat. He knows when I'm trying to do something and wants to interrupt me.
Well, yeah, it's a cat. That's what they do.
Yep.
Alright, so.
For the Horde!
For the Horde!
I know the Horde folks are really looking forward to Legion too. In fact, I gotta read this. It says, August 30th is the wondrous, amazing, awesome day we get to emerge from our garrisons, shield our eyes from the glaringly white snow, and welcome our demon hunter overlords. Who writes the stuff? I don't know.
I'm assuming that'd be Kai, because I know she's been
That
talking about
has
this
for
for months.
It's Kai.
It sounds like Kai, you know?
Yeah. So come and join the fun as they gear up and try to clear out some achievements. Just kind of get prepared, get everybody kind of up to speed for when Legion does hit. Everybody will be ready. In other news, they are working on gaining Feat of Strength, like Feat, F-E-A-T, of Strength, achievement from the Wrath of Lich King expansion called the Herald of Titans. This achievement requires the characters involved experience locked at level 80 and are only wearing gear from the Ulduar raid. I remember that one. That's actually when I played. We've set a date for this event for May 29th. That should be a lot of fun. And on Monday, I'm guessing tomorrow Monday, we're going to be venturing into the world of raided battlegrounds. Happy hunting to those who are participating. May the conquest points fall like rain. It's awesome. Raiding is going strong there. They're actually dabbling into the mythic versions of Hellfire Citadel and focusing on having a blast while doing it. So mythic, I guess, is the real serious business there, guys. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yep, hardest difficulty.
Yeah, so they're having fun killing things and taking their stuff. If you're thinking about coming back to WoW for Legion, come join them on Thrall for the Horde side. And there's always something going on here, and we're looking for more friends. And you have a guild leader who writes stuff like that.
Yeah. You have a guild leader that writes stuff like coming out of their garrisons and shielding their eyes from glaringly white snow to welcome their demon hunter overlords.
Welcome, kill them. Same thing, right?
Whatever. Yeah, close enough. So, yeah, keep an eye out for the Legion. I think we're on to organizational news right now. We have only 4 weeks to pre-order Real Life Get Together tickets. Who here is going to Real Life Get Together? I am.
I am not as of yet. I will try to make it next year.
Next year? Why not this year?
I'm going to chalk that down onto the monetary issues again with 3 toddlers.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a valid excuse. That's
that's semi-valid. But real life get together. It's coming up.
Semi-valid.
You can sell one. It's okay. So
once you've met my 3, you don't want them.
that's why you don't give them a preview. So real life get together. The 16th through the 19th of June is coming up. We have gotten a castle, or at least a really, really big chateau. Beautiful, beautiful, like thousands upon thousands of square foot of space. And I think last I saw we were up to 70 or 80 people coming. But that may have
glorious.
It may have increased. Friday night, make your own pizzas. I think is it Doc who's doing that one, or is it
Deuce is doing it.
Deuce is doing it. Okay.
Well, I'm sure with help of many others, but that's, that's his baby.
Plus, if it's anything like previous years, there will be alcohol, and it will be recorded. So,
The 2 greatest things to ever go together.
it's like hold my beer, alcohol.
And then you have third person me here that doesn't drink. I'm going to be the one holding that camcorder and recording everything.
See, this is why I need him to come along. This is why I need you to go to the real life get together. So, actually, no, I take that back. You don't want to see me on camera. Yes, there is a brick oven in the house. They actually have a pizza oven in there. That's actually where they got the idea for the pizzas. So, anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. The house is actually opening up on Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. 2 p.m. Eastern. Then you're going to have Steele's welcoming speech. So be prepared for that. If you haven't bought your tickets, why haven't you? This is going to be a ton of fun. No, I can't soapbox and I can't get quite as excited as Steele does. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and you're going to wish you had come.
I'm wishing I could go this year just for the pizza itself.
Apparently you're a big fan of pizza.
I am a huge fan of pizza.
Who isn't a fan of pizza? And
Right,
brick
exactly.
oven pizza
Tell me
is
one-
just amazing.
Tell me one person who hates pizza.
Well, I can't, but...
Exactly.
All right. And then coming up April 30th, look out for 2 exciting QuestCon announcements on the 30th of April. They're coming up. Some excitement.
Yeah, see what they've got going on that... I guess that's next Saturday. What's going on next Saturday down there is they're having a cosplay for charity event. And I think so far they've got about... And it's going to be in this place called Alchemy Tavern. So it's like a tavern-like thing. I say that first because they've got like 75 people signed up to participate or at least attend this thing. So Can you picture this place? It's going to be just loaded full of people, and it's going to be a blast. So during that event, they'll be making those 2 announcements. So it'll be a very, very fun-filled Saturday down in Mobile.
Yeah. I think they're going to try to record, and then so we can play later. I know they briefly talked about doing it live, but then they realized that that might not be the safest thing in the world. But I think they're going to be doing some recording and getting some video for us from that. So it'll be exciting to see.
I've threatened many people for many pictures, and hopefully even some video. So
yes,
great.
We need blackmail material.
Yes.
All right. Well, I
I think we'll get more than enough at the real life event.
we get content for ages. All right. I think that's going to be everything. Vanquish, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, and I have actually 15 minutes to spare before Game of Thrones, so I'm pretty excited for that tonight.
Yeah.
That's all I've got to add.
No, I kid you not. Okay, so my wife and I watched Game of Thrones, but we never actually watched the last half of the season 5. We got up to like episode 5 or episode 6, and we just, I don't know what happened. We ended up never finishing the season. I think we have this problem where we don't finish stuff. So, literally, I'm in the front living room. I'm on my Xbox because I've got like a couple hours where I've got nothing better to do. So I'm like, I'm gonna play some GTA. And I'm there, and my kids are at a birthday party with my mother-in-law. And all of a sudden, she starts screaming my name, and I'm like, "Oh God, the kids are dying!" I mean, this is the kind of scream that she was giving me, like my kids are dying. You know, my mother-in-law has done something horrible, and I come and I drop the remote and I come running in. I'm like, "What's going on?" She's like, "It's a free HBO weekend." I'm like,
awesome.
Seriously? That's what that scream was for? You screamed like that because of the free HBO weekend. She's like, yeah, we can watch. It's the on demand, so we can watch the past episodes. I'm like, she's like, do you want to watch? I'm like, all right, convince me, but still.
Yeah.
So we got a couple episodes down from season 5. I think we started at season 4 just to catch up. And we still have to watch 7 through whatever before we can watch tonight's episode.
Now,
So-
my wife doesn't have. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. What?
Like, no, my wife doesn't have the issue of starting something and not finishing it. She'll start something, get me to watch with her, and then finish it without me. Whenever I'm at work.
Oh, that's not fair.
Exactly. She's like, Supernatural is one of her favorite shows right now, and I admit it's an awesome show.
Yeah.
But I've only watched enough episodes collectively to to do 3 seasons, and she's watched all 10 on Netflix without me.
Yeah, sounds vaguely familiar. My wife's pulled that one before as well. So, all right, Harrowing. Anything you want to add?
Nah, everything's good on my end.
All right, awesome. So, Game of Thrones coming up in 15 minutes. If you are a fan, obviously you already know that. If you're not a fan, please start out with season 1 and just be prepared and make sure you watch it after your kids go to bed. and we'll leave it at that. All right. Thank you, everyone. You have a wonderful evening.
Have a good night.
I guess.